Hey, you got Fox here with a review of Super Bowl Bob Sanders. Now, I guess we'll go through his stats before I provide my analysis on him. 93 speed, that can get up to 95 speed, so no chemistries are on him right now. But with his milestone, this is not the milestone card, but with his milestone, you can get up to 95 speed. That's crazy for a strong safety. Now you'd be like, oh, 95 speed, that could be usered, but then you gotta just vent your eyes up just a little bit more, not too much. I'm sorry if you're lazy, just up a little bit more. 5'8". That really takes him out of being a user. You can't use a 5'8" player and expect to do too much damage over the middle there. All right, but acceleration 95, play rec, and remember, all these stats get boosted by if you got Super Bowl past chemistry. That's a crazy chemistry if you got it active. Tackling 86, man coverage, zone coverage, pursuit, power, just all around excellent stats. But I've never had a strong safety that I felt so good about, but so bad about. Like, this guy, his gameplay is so very varied, I guess is a good way of putting it. There's some games where this happens. He'll just get trucked. He's short, he's 206 pounds, you know, not really like thumper weight that you want for a strong safety to really lay it down for you. But like, and then there's other games where he's just like around the ball all the time, making plays. You'll see this. He's going to stand out with spectacular plays, and then other times he'll just go, whoop, that was a user error. But he'll just like miss them. You'll see, I think his worst games are near the end because I wanted to bury the lead. But like, safeties in this game also, you know, kind of played a little too deep in like cover 4. But there he is, run support, tackled in the backfield. Like, he just closes on ball carriers in the running game. He won't be beat deep by speed. Again, like, he makes this play to knock out the ball. Great. And what I've learned with this Sanders, you can't go for the pick with this card, except for, you know, right there. I get greedy and go for the pick because I'm standing right there. Maybe he cuts in front of me sometimes. But if you're going to get the Sanders, you have to swat the ball, because what's great about the Sanders, as he forces a fumble there, like I said, he's still got the high hit power to do it, but he's got the smaller little body. He will get trucked by bigger dudes. Like these plays here, he just covered 2 guys by swatting it out. He's got the zone coverage. As you know, in my zone coverage testing, that determines the knockout chance. 91 zone coverage on the card. Once again, stripped. Even though I went for the pick, he's still stripped out of the guy's hands with the knockdown. Smart, whatever you say. And here's an issue. Like, if it was just Sanders there, he gets trucked. I don't trust Sanders really in a trucking situation against Derrick Henrys or the Blunts of the world. Like, that isn't something that I want, but like that. See how I went for the pick there? Because he's so short, he won't get that animation. Like, and that also could be a user error because I didn't take him to the spot. I took him to the player, expecting me to mash up with the player and then get the animation there to stop it. And there, see, I learned that time. Go for the X, go for the player, go for the SWAT. Don't go for the pick. Don't try to be fancy with this Sanders. He is a box hitter. I played a lot of cover 2. Sanders isn't great in a cover 2, but he's got the speed to cover ground. So like, he's more of like a cover 3 in the box type of guy. Again, not a great user. Oh man, nice little conversion there on 3rd and 21. He did get it. The thing about this card though, he's got the big hitter trait. So he will be laying the booms even when you don't put him down. So like, the CPU will lay that boom for you like he did there with that big hitter, yes, high motor, yes. He's got clutch, no. There, see, I tried to use him, but he's, you know, high point passes are just going to eat his lunch. Like, there are bullies out on the football field, and he is the short kid that they will pick on in the goal line situations like that. So, once again, I mean, penalty, normal, plays ball in air, balanced. Yeah, you really like aggressive guys for that, but strip balls, yeah. So he will be a turnover machine, but just don't expect him to make the routine plays that you expect, like a Cam Chancellor to 6'3" frame to go and get. Now watch this, is a Barry knockdown, but oh man, you kind of wanted the hands to get that, and that's another one of his struggles. He doesn't have top tier Dion hands, and there he kind of just, you know, played like safeties played, kind of dumb, sat down in the zone. His catch is 65, catch of traffic 62, spec catch 56. So Sanders is not a coverage safety. Don't try and play this guy in a cover 2. So he's not the greatest fit in my scheme, like I said, but in the box, he's like another linebacker in there. Like, oh, look at that. That said user hit stick, but that was almost all set up by the computer. Once again, his play rec pursuit, 94 pursuit on that, gets him home. 80 block shed, which would be a little bit low for a linebacker. You don't want something like that. But this right here, I don't know why he didn't get that animation there. I tried to conservative tackle, just didn't get it. Didn't have it matched up, I guess, on time. Across the middle of the field, pop out. So, I don't know. You want a guy with high speed agility at your safety, but do you want somebody short like that? Like, just missing plays? There's some plays you're just going to curse him out. You're going to say, Bob, get out of here. You're sold. So, eventually, I think he's too unreliable to be a very high-end strong safety. But then again, he's just going to come down, and sometimes, like with their tossing that, like without him here, he's getting touchdowns on these. This is not 3 plays. My opponent literally ran this play a crap ton. He spammed in dive and that little outside zone. So, or that outside toss. So they're not replays, just Bob Sanders is getting a lot of run support. All right, there it is. He knocked the ball out. Great. Hit power out of your strong safety. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. There, once again, I go for the pick. Luckily, what is it? Night Train Lane came up and made a play for me because I would have missed it. Oh, there he is, jumping around. See how he played underneath there? He wasn't in a cover 2, he was in a cover 3 there. That agility made him ability to jump routes. Don't use him underneath coverage, but over top. There, I felt like he should have knocked the ball out of that guy's hands there. Overall, Sanders, I don't know. It depends on your play style. Like making picks, forcing fumbles. He's kind of like a poorly made landmine. Sometimes he'll boom, sometimes he'll bust. But like, I don't know. You're going to either love him one game or hate him, and I think you're going to end up rage selling him for that. I can't really recommend him unless you do play a cover 3 and have him in the box all the time. Alternatively, you could have him as a nickel blitzer off the edge if you run the nickel blitz a lot, and he can do a lot of damage against some quarterbacks, get home pretty fast like Deion Sanders. But as a cover 2 safety, he's an 8.4, but as like an in-the-box type of player, yeah, he's a low 9. All right, 9.1. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.